Hi, this is Earl Netwal, the Micro Business Specialist, and today we're going to start talking about the general topic of private label rights. But I'm actually going to defer that until the next video because I want to expand first our thought processes about what our role is as an internet marketer, and kind of then that gives me a better basis in which to discuss private label rights and your product creation process and as a whole. So consider this bonus material. We've talked about, and we will talk about, and you all continue to hear conversations about how your objective is to identify a niche, and that once you've picked a niche or a set of niches that you're going to be involved in, you need to identify a hungry audience within that niche. Audience that's hungry for information that you can deliver in the form of reports or ebooks or other digital products. So you've got a pretty tall order there. You got to identify a niche, then you got to identify a hungry audience, and then you got to have some information to give to them. And once you identify that niche, if it's large enough, the odds are that there is in fact a lot of available information that you can use to meet that need, to satisfy that need. But you need to assemble it. You need to go to various places and you got to research and you got to get information that the people that you're going to serve need. And you might do that through research. You might do it any number of ways. And one of those ways might be that you might use private label rights material generated already in the niche that you're trying to serve. So then we go on to, we get this information, we need to assemble it. We need to put it together in a manner that is both useful and is available to the audience that we're trying to serve. So we need to think about taking that information and converting it into written and audio and video, and there could be multiple different combinations of how you actually deliver it. But what you want to do then is you want to make it as useful to your audience as possible, to all the different ways that they would use it. And you need to think about the different pace and how fast and how furious your pitch is or your program is, or how casual. There's a number of different elements that you want to think about when you're conveying this information. So when you think about private label rights, what you're doing is you're in essence going to the marketplace and acquiring pre-done research, information on your topic that you're going to be interested in helping flesh out the answers to this need that this audience has. So as long as you consider what your goal in the entire operation is to service your end user, the source of material that you get, the raw materials, be it private label rights, something you individually research, something that you actually buy from someone else to give to them, if it were a product, or even some bot information, these, whatever the sources are, your objective is to answer that need. And when you fulfill that need, you're doing an economic action. As the economists will talk about it, you are part of the economy at that point. You are providing services and goods which are benefited by your user and float to you and to society in general. This is kind of esoteric. Excuse me for that little diversion. But the fact of the matter is that your function as an internet marketer is to help that exchange of information. Your goal is to identify available information however you can, and the most easily as you possibly can. You want to, as a business person, package it in a useful way for an end user to use it and say thank you for the convenience of researching and providing that information for me. So it doesn't matter how you assemble the information, and the reality is that for many, many popular topics that a lot of people are interested in, and therefore popular topics means potentially profitable topics, there's a great deal of existing information, and rather than reinvent the wheel, what you want to do is refine your skills as an editor and as a processor, maybe as a videographer or a podcaster or all of the above, and think about how to convey that data most effectively and easily so that the end user understands the gist of the whole point and actually gets some benefit out of it. So enough flaunting and fluting here. This is Earl Netwal, the Micro Business Specialist. I encourage you to keep an eye out for future editions of this series. It's part of my Internet Marketing Intensive program. We're actually in the section on product creation. And if you are out there marketing something, you need to have a product, and we're kind of assembling ways in which you can do that easily. The product creation is just one of 8 components of my overall Internet Marketing Intensive series, which I encourage you to purchase. If you have no place to go, you might even go to my blog, www.microbusinessspecialist.com/blog with the blog letters in lowercase. So lowercase blog after www.microbusinessspecialist.com. That's me. Have a great day. Talk to you again some other time. Bye-bye.